Hello, I'm Linda from Croatia with a story about how love saved many lives. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I was raised by my mother and grandmother in a beautiful small village. Mom is a unique person, often acting strangely. For example, after a woman said my long auburn hair could help me become a model, Mom cut it short at home and said,
"Short hair suited her better."
And when I watch Disney movies, she reminds me,
"Real life is not a fairy tale. If you find Prince Charming, run in the other direction."
She said my mother became bitter after my father left. When she became pregnant, he disappeared with his secretary, breaking all his promises. I always watch Disney movies at my best friend Tanya's house. Does she find her mother's overreaction funny? Tanya will joke.
I will hide your Romeo when you find him.
Life isn't that bad, but I struggle with one thing. While others had dreams and goals, I didn't know what my passion was. I have tried everything. Ballet, piano, video games, but nothing stuck. I thought I would never have a fixed goal in life until one day in 10th grade, we went with school to visit the dam in the canyon. It's really huge and amazing. While our teacher was talking about how it worked, I saw Tanya going somewhere. I followed her and found her in a secret room. "Tanya, what are you doing?" Before Tanya could answer, we heard voices nearby. She grabbed my hand and we rushed to the emergency exit. That was close. But why would you do that? They will just replace those screens and you might be in trouble. That's because of what the dam did to nature. It was painful, and many villages were flooded for its construction. I didn't know you were so involved in this. Well, I'm in an activist group now. We're trying to fix things. Come to our next meeting. I wasn't sure at first, but attending that meeting really opened my eye. Our beautiful valley has changed a lot because of the dam. I joined the activist group, distributing flyers and collecting signatures to remove the dam. It was difficult. Then Tanya told me she was going to Los Angeles with her dad. A month before leaving, she gave me the keys and U-shaped uniform to carry out an adventurous plan. Don't ask me how I got them. We will make a real difference, Linda. Just go to the control room in the dam office and upload this virus to temporarily close the dam door. I nervously agreed. Wearing my staff uniform, I used the key to enter the control room. I heard someone walking towards the control room. I hid and only saw a guy from school named Luca. I jumped out of my hiding place. "Luca, what are you doing here?"
Oh, I was just looking for my wallet. Dropped it somewhere during a visit.
His excuse seemed stupid, but before he could ask, loud alarms started going off everywhere, and we both quickly left. At that moment, he noticed the USB pencil in my hand.
Are you planning on uploading something to the dam system?
And what if it was me? This dam is evil. The people who made it were evil.
So bad! What you are doing is really dangerous. We all want to protect the valley, but there are safer ways to do this.
After that night with Luca, I stayed away from Tanya. I felt angry at myself for letting her manipulate me so easily. In addition, Luca and I became closer. He's a good listener and makes me think differently. We started to trust each other more and more. I couldn't help but start to love him. Mom found a way somehow. Mothers only know these things, I guess. You daydream a lot and draw hearts. Poor beans. Who is the boy? But my mother insisted on meeting him before I could even think about going on a date. So I invited Luca to study. But when he got there, Mother seemed to turn into a detective. First, she accidentally spilled salt in his coffee. Luca made a funny face as he tried to drink it, but didn't want to seem rude. Then Mom started asking questions. "Luca, important question. If you had to be an animal, which animal would it be and why?" Says a lot about a person. Linda really likes loyal dogs, you know?
I guess I'm a cat. Independent but good company.
A cat, right? They are quite mysterious creatures. Hopefully that doesn't mean you have a lot of secrets. She continued her questioning, making it clear whether she was keeping a close eye on him or not.
I think your mother hates me.
Don't take it personally. She hates older men.
Oh, that makes me feel so much better.
We laughed about it, and before he left, he gave me a quick kiss. How did I get so lucky? Everything's fine. Until one day, Tanya returned after a month away. I knew we had to have a serious talk about what happened, but things get complicated when Tanya and Luca meet for the first time. When she returned, I was at some restaurant having lunch with Luca when Tanya appeared. "Hey, buddy. No calls? There hasn't been a single text message asking about me for a whole month?" "Oh yes. Why would I contact a fake friend who took advantage of me and manipulated me?" "What are you talking about? And who is the guy with you? Wait, this is Luca!"
Hi, Tanya.
"How do you two know each other?" "Linda, I can't believe you're dating your enemy." "Luca is the son of the dam owner and will probably soon become the heir." "What? Wait, Luca, why didn't you tell me?"
I was about to do that. Don't know how to bring it up. Actually, especially when you believe that my father and his company are evil.
"Because they are."
Oh, please. Tanya, have you ever told your best friend why you want to close the factory so much? At least Linda actually cares about nature while you just want revenge for your father. Linda, listen to me. Before the new business, Tanya's father was my competitor. He lost the project many years ago. And since then, his family has tried every way to ruin our lives. The activity group is just the latest plan.
What do you know? Yes, it started as revenge, but now I really care. Also, aren't you going to tell Linda that you're building a new dam? Are you planning to evacuate your grandmother's house and people's houses in the valley for construction?
Are not! It's not final yet!
Oh my God! One friend manipulated me and the other lied to me. You both couldn't believe. Stay away from me.
No, waiting! Don't listen to her! Linda!
I just left, and that night, I stopped them everywhere. My trust in Tanya and Luca was shattered, leaving me feeling betrayed and alone. Sitting at the kitchen table, I confided in my mother. When she heard it, she felt both angry and sad. Linda, you can cry over this mess or stand up and fight. Use what you know about Tanya and Luca. Learn more about this new dam. We need information to stop it. Her suggestion had a strong impact on me. Okay, Mom, I will do it. So the next day, I decided to meet Luca at a coffee shop. Luca, I'm sorry for scolding you the other day. I'm here to give you another chance.
Really? That means a lot. I still care about you. Linda?
However, there is one thing. The new dam project needs to stop. Can you help with that?
I wish I can, but I can't stop the dam. What if I buy you a new house in town?
A new house? It is our home and our valley that are at stake, not just a house.
You should be grateful. Linda, I'm giving you a way out. Not everyone gets that opportunity.
An option to give up everything we love. Some choice, Luca. You come here acting like you're helping us while tearing our lives apart.
This is not easy for me either. I'm trying to find a middle ground, but you're making it impossible. If we don't compromise, we will both lose everything.
I don't compromise with people who have no heart. You want to talk about losing everything? Talk to families who have lived here for generations.
You think I don't know what's at stake? But this is bigger than us, Linda. Sometimes we have to play the hand we are dealt.
And sometimes, Luca, we need to step back and step away from the table until you're truly ready to understand what's at stake. This is over. And by the way, you're an idiot.
Oh my God, you're just trying to make me look like the bad guy here.
You are. You're so heartless and greedy, and there's nothing you can say to make me change my mind. In anger, Luca threw the phone on the ground. Everyone was silent. All eyes were on us. How dare you! I will do anything to stop you from building the dam. I will even force you to remove the first dam, you greedy and wicked people. Luca got even angrier and started screaming.
You don't understand it!
I could hardly believe the crazy side of Luca I had just witnessed, so I decided to reconnect with Tanya. And she apologized for lying to me. Together, we got to work. We organized protests, started a viral social media campaign, and collected signatures. We held community meetings and attracted media attention, rallying support to protect our valley. And we got attention, but it's not enough to stop the dam project. And the city government asked us to start evacuating. They offered us an apartment in a nearby town, but we refused. Facing the possibility of leaving our valley was really difficult for everyone. It hits the elderly the hardest, especially my grandmother. It made her health worse and forced her to be hospitalized. She was there for 2 weeks, and one day during my visit, she told me something crazy.
Linda, I need to tell you about your father. He was involved in the construction of the dam.
What?
Yes, he didn't leave because he loved his secretary. He invested in the dam. Currently, he is a rich businessman living in the city. Back then, his mother kicked him out.
Why you do not talk to me? Didn't he just run away? That he is actually a villain.
We think it's best to keep it away from you. He chose money over us.
A person who loves money more than his family. How could he?
I'm so sorry, honey. We want to protect you.
So I'm not just fighting against a few greedy big companies. I'm fighting against my own father. I tried to contact my dad, but it was always voicemail. I left a message, but he never answered my call. When Mom caught me hanging up, she said, "Linda, stop. He made his choice a long time ago. He won't listen." And then tears began to roll down her cheeks. I wrapped my arms around her, feeling her pain as my own. I went to Tanya's place, my heart heavy with the secret about my father. I haven't told her yet. I feel too embarrassed. I'll make sure Linda backs off. My hand pushed the door open without thinking. What's going on, Tanya? Who are you talking to? Linda, I talked to Lucas's father. I'm so sorry. Why is that, Tanya? How can you do this to us? He threatened my family, Linda. I have no choice. You've got a choice, Tanya. You can talk to me. We could have faced him together. We can't fix this. Linda, wake up! Rich people control everything. We are poor. We are nothing to them. I'm leaving town next week. And my family, too. I've already fought a losing battle. I also advise you to leave. Sometimes you just need to admit that you lost. And we lost. Stop it. You seem to be giving some wise speeches. You're just a liar, like Luca, his dad, and me. Don't be foolish to call me again. I rushed out, my heart pounding, and things get more difficult from there. Weeks passed and the valley began to empty. Families arranged their lives. I cannot stand it. One day, I stood on the street shouting, "Why did you give up? This is our home!" But they kept going. Head bowed, defeated. Tears blurred my vision as I watched the bulldozers rumble closer. It feels like it's over. Until Luca suddenly appeared with a group of people carrying briefcases with a stern look.
Stop, bulldozers! We're not done here yet.
What are you doing, Luca?
I will fight once. My father, your dad, they have gone too far. These lawyers and I discovered illegal transactions. Linda, we are saving the valley.
Are you serious about this?
I feel very miserable about what happened at the restaurant. I'm just trying to help you stay away from this whole situation. Before he found out how deeply involved his father was. I know that will only cause you pain. I'm sorry. I overreacted that day. And I think we will never win this war. But now we can.
On the authority of these documents, any further construction is illegal. Stop operating immediately.
Luke, the bulldozer engine is disconnected, and everything was silent for a second. Then, everywhere people cheered and clapped. People were laughing and crying with joy all around us. We actually won. We saved our house. I ran to Luca and hugged him so tightly that we almost fell. I vented my anger at Tanya. She is my friend, and I know she feels trapped in this situation. And Dad is not. I've never seen him, and I never want to. I just hope one day he will face justice for his crimes.
Hi, I'm Lily, and I'm your typical high school nerd. Except I have a very big secret. Want to know more? Stick around. And yeah, like and subscribe to my channel. I lived with my parents and twin sister, Catherine. During my upbringing, I was an extremely quiet child and mostly stayed to myself. I read books and achieved perfect grades. However, Catherine was entirely different. She was the school's queen bee, exceptionally beautiful. And each week, she would date a new boy who would instantly fall for her.
You are so perfect, Catherine. I love you.
Aw, sweetie, you're not too bad yourself. I love your, smile.
I love your smile and your eyes and your perfect little hands. I love everything about you.
Can you guys go and be irritating somewhere else? I'm trying to do my homework and your sweet talk is making me queasy.
Are we making you jealous? Because honestly, the only guy you'd ever kiss is your stuffed panda.
At least he's permanent. Unlike the losers you date for 2 weeks, then dump and file restraining orders against because they end up stalking you. I wonder what will become of this new arm candy. A piece of advice, lover boy. Run before it's too late. Catherine threw a cushion at my head and left, and I couldn't help but giggle. But she wasn't entirely wrong. I was a bit envious of her. Even though I was smarter and more composed than Catherine, I was always known as the other twin or the nerdy one. No guy ever gave me the same kind of attention as Catherine. Well, no one except Sid. He was the spoiled son of a wealthy industrialist and was really popular for his silly pranks in school. The first time I saw him was on the first day of high school when he rollerbladed into me in the school hallway, and we both landed on our butts.
Wow! I've never seen anyone like you before.
Really?
Of course. I mean, how many people can be as stupid and blind as you are? You've got to be someone special.
Excuse me, but you crashed into me. You should be apologizing.
You're right. Where are my manners? I'm sorry for calling you blind. 'Cause you also have an incredibly twitchy face, and you sound like a pregnant horse when you talk. Now I know I'm very handsome, and you'd rather spend your day staring at me, but I'm late for class.
And Sid just pushed past me and left. I was hoping to never run into him again. But then I walked into the class, and the teacher introduced him as the new student. To make things worse, she appointed me as his student tutor to bring him up to date with the classes. Later, as I sat with Sid in the library, I saw him staring at me funny.
You must be so happy.
What makes you say that?
Come on. I saw how you were staring at me in the hallway. You like me, and it's cool. So how about we ditch these books and make out?
How about I punch your face and fracture your nose?
My plan's better.
Sid slid to my side and our faces were inches apart.
Do you always smell like this?
Like what?
Like a mix of poop and garlic. Your breath stinks.
What the heck? I thought with time, Sid would find a new target. But a whole year went by and he only got more annoying in my locker and it chewed all my books. And another time, Sid pulled out a fake snake from his bag and threw it in my face in the middle of a chemistry class. I got spooked, tripped, and crashed into a table full of chemicals. We couldn't enter the lab for a whole week thanks to the smell of rotten eggs. But despite everything, I had one thing going on right. my secret matchmaking website. I was Mrs. Cupid, famous for giving advice to anonymous kids who are suffering in their love life. Dear Miss Cupid, I have a crush on this mega hot chick. But since she's the most popular girl in school, she never notices me. How do I get her to date me? Dear Agent Hot Abs, I'm sorry, but the only way you'll get a girl like that to date you is in your dreams. But try the Math Club, Drama Club, and Polar Bear Rides Club. You've got a lot of pretty girls in there. And a month later, Agent Hot Abs confirmed that he was dating a theater club girl. Another time, I got an email from the bimbo babe. Dear Miss Cupid, I want a boyfriend, but I don't want to sound too desperate. What should I do? Dear Bimbo. Babe, if you're writing this email, it means you're already desperate, and something about your name tells me you're not too smart either. Try searching the library for some hot geeks. This way you can find a date and maybe learn a thing or two. Win-win. Dating someone too. Another score for Miss Cupid. I'm making your dreams come true.
There you are!
I jumped in shock as Sid walked up from behind me and I shut my laptop.
What you hiding on that computer? Are you stalking me on Instagram? I knew it, you have a crush on me.
I don't! Now stop snooping around and leave!
Not so soon.
Sid snatched the laptop from my hand. I tried to get it back, but that sleazebag wouldn't let go. Finally, the laptop fell on the ground and the screen flew open.
No way! You're Mrs. Cupid! You give advice to corny teenagers. Oh my god, I'm dying. I think I might have coughed up a lung.
Shut up, you moron! And yeah, I am Mrs. Cupid, but if you tell anybody, I swear I will end you.
I won't tell anyone if you agree to set me up with someone. I know you're probably wondering why a hot guy like me would need your help, but I want to see how good you are.
I'd rather eat a bag of worms than help you. Suddenly, Sid ran out of the door and screamed into the school hallway.
Hey everybody, our grand school Mandy Mrs. Cupid is none other than...
I covered his mouth and yanked him back into the classroom. Why are you doing this? You haven't dated a single girl this whole year and now suddenly you want a girlfriend?
Maybe I'm bored and this could be a welcome change. Now, do we have a deal?
Ugh, I hate this, but fine. I'll find a date for you. And if you two hit it off, you have to promise to permanently get off my back.
Whatever you say, princess!
I know it was probably the worst idea to help Sid, but I also didn't want anyone to find out I was Miss Cupid. It was the one good thing in my life. I wasn't going to let all my hard work go down the drain. So I sat up all night trying to find the perfect match for Sid. And the next day, I arranged a few dates for Sid, but they all ended up in massive disasters.
Have you seen my new rubber chicken collection?
You're what?
Rubber chicken, you know, the one you squeeze and it makes a sound. Let me show you an example.
I'm a dorky chick.
Okay. Actually, I just remembered I have to take my cat for a manicure. See you around.
And we never saw her again. The next day, Sid met another girl at a burger joint and sneakily placed his dumb rubber chicken in her food. Just as she took a bite, the toy made a sound and she almost passed out. This happened a few more times before I finally lost my mind and cornered Sid. What's the matter with you? And what's with this stupid obsession with rubber chickens?
What? I really like them. And if I can't share my passion, what's even the point of having a girlfriend?
If you really want this to work, you've got to step up your date game. Carrying chicken toys to dates is not how you woo a girl.
Really? Then how do you woo a girl?
Sid came closer, staring into my eyes, and for a second I forgot how to breathe. But then he just pulled my laptop closer and stared at the screen.
Oh, this one sounds interesting. Dear Cupid Lovelock, I'm tired of dating the same guy over and over again. Find me someone different. Bored Anonymous.
Yeah, cool. Now sit back and let me work my magic. I texted Bored Anonymous that the boy she was looking for would meet her in the library with a red book in hand. And the next day, Sid sat at the desk with the book while I hid behind the wall waiting for Bored Anonymous to show up. I almost threw up when I saw Catherine walk in and she went straight to Sid. She was Bored Anonymous.
Mind if I take this seat?
I don't see why not.
Catherine pulled out a chair and I waited for Sid to do something stupid. But surprisingly, they got along really well. They were cracking up at Sid's jokes and Sid was blushing like a stupid girl. And weirdly enough, I started feeling kinda jealous watching them together. I was still lost in my thoughts when Sid walked over.
That went well.
You don't actually think you can date my sister, do you?
Why? Catherine is fun, cool, and pretty to look at. Why should I not date her?
Because you guys are totally different and she's known to crush boys and walk all over them.
That was before she met me. I'm gonna steal her heart and she won't know what hit her. In fact, she just asked me to be her date at this super cool party, and I think I'm going to go.
Guess what? I'll be there too, with my boyfriend.
You know you can't bring an imaginary person to a party, right?
He's not imaginary. He's a very real person, you'll see.
I can't wait!
Neither can I. And yeah, don't forget your rubber chickens. I walked away feeling kind of miserable. I had less than 5 hours to find myself a boyfriend. So I just asked one of the guys from the chemistry class to be my date, and he said yes. The party was nice and I was having a good time until Sid showed up with Catherine on his arm and sat right next to me and my date.
Oh, my sweet honey buns, I could stare into your eyes forever.
I can stare deeper.
I can stare into your soul and I can say you're an angel.
That doesn't even make any sense.
It's a metaphor.
It's stupid. Are you two done? Because I want to dance. Sid, come on. We'll join you.
But I don't know how to dance.
Just follow my lead. I dragged my date, but he kept missing steps. Banged into a bunch of people. At one point, he stomped on my feet so bad I had to sit down with an ice pack. I didn't see Sid and Catherine after that, and the next day they were officially dating. Sid was so lost in Catherine's love, he didn't pay any attention to me. No pranks, no rude comments, not even a glance, and it made me so mad. But I knew it was only a matter of days till Catherine would dump Sid. Despite our weird relationship, he was kinda the only friend I had, and I didn't want him to end up hating me after Catherine dumped him. So I tried talking to Catherine about it.
So you and Sid, huh? When are you dumping him?
Not this time. I actually like this guy, and I think I'm gonna stick around.
But he's so uncultured and weird. And I might warn you, he has an unhealthy obsession with rubber chicken toys. It's bizarre.
So he's a funny guy. And why are you so interested in Sid anyway? You never paid attention to the guys I've dated in the past.
I'm just looking out for you.
Yeah, right. Stop prying and mind your own business.
Catherine catwalked her way out of the room, and I kept thinking about what she said. Why was it bothering me so much that Sid was dating Catherine? Did I have feelings for him? Oh no. Yuck. I just shoved whatever stupid thoughts I had aside and decided to focus on my studies. But my concentration was all over the place. Then one day I was in the library breaking my head over some complicated math equation when someone pulled my notebook.
Sid, give that back.
I will when you tell me. Why are you so mad at me?
Why would I be mad at you? Do I look mad at you? You and I are not friends. That I'll be mad enough to be mad at you. That'll be madness. And I'm not that mad. I grabbed my book and turned to leave, but Sid got in the way.
I'm not done talking. Did you tell Catherine that I'm uncultured and weird?
Maybe.
Why?
Because it's the truth. You are weird and creepy, and you don't care about anyone's feelings. Remember how you chased me around for a year saying the stupidest things? And now that you have a girlfriend, it's like I don't even exist.
I thought you wanted me to back off, and now you're bothered by it. What do you want, Lily?
Don't know. Okay, maybe I'm just mad at you for not even saying a thank you. If not for me, Catherine would never date a rubber chicken-loving brat like you.
Fine, thank you. Happy now? Anyway, I came here to ask your opinion on this necklace I got for Catherine for prom, but I guess it was a stupid mistake.
Glad to know that. There's something you can figure out on your own. Sid and I didn't talk after that. And I just spent most of my days locked up in my room, eating tubs of ice cream and watching Luna Avatar. Watching these stories made me realize how stupid I was to chase a guy who didn't even like me. So I decided to keep my self-respect and forget about Sid, even though it broke my heart. Then, a few days later, it was prom, and I decided not to go. I was casually sitting in my living room when I heard a car pull up in the driveway. I peeked outside the window and saw Catherine kissing some guy who looked nothing like Sid. What the heck was that?
It's called none of your business.
No, it's called cheating. You're dating Sid, remember? Your boyfriend?
Ex-boyfriend, I've decided to dump him.
So he doesn't actually know? Catherine, he genuinely likes you.
Well, they all do. I'm literally perfect. But you know me. I get bored so easily. And this Sid was a total freak. He keeps annoying me with those stupid rubber chicken toys, and all he ever did was joke and talk and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I can just drop him a text now.
Catherine pulled out her phone, but I just snatched it and threw it away. And then I pounced on her like a wild cat while she struggled to push me away. Finally, my parents walked in and threw me off. I can't believe I thought you're capable of changing. I should have fought harder for Sid. I should have just asked him not to date you when I figured you were bored.
How did you... Miss Cupid? Oh my god, you liar! I should have known it was you. Only someone too lame to get a boyfriend would have so much time to find boyfriends for others.
You're calling me a liar? What about you, you cheating, backstabbing witch?
At least I have a life. All you have is this desperate attempt to save your sanity.
I will kick your butt like a bazooka. I charged at Catherine one more time, but before I could grab her, Dad screamed at us to stop. Then suddenly he fell to the ground unconscious. We immediately called 911 and took him to the hospital. Apparently, Dad had been under tremendous work stress that impacted his heart, and now he needed immediate surgery. But it was really expensive, and we didn't have that kind of money. Mom had some savings, but it wasn't enough. So Catherine asked her friends for help, but she was only met with more closed doors. We were running out of options when the nurse told us that someone had paid our bill in full. What? Who? The donor wants to keep his name anonymous. Sorry. With the bill being finally paid, Dad went into surgery, and thankfully it was successful. I was happy and I couldn't stop thinking about this anonymous donor. So I waited for everyone to sleep and then slowly made my way to the computer in the reception area. I typed in Dad's name and the bill had no name, but it did have a number. Sid's. Sid paid the bill. I can't believe this. He must really like you a lot.
I don't think he did this for me, dummy. I've seen the way he looks at you. He likes you. And I definitely know you like him.
Sorry about that.
Don't worry. Now go before it's too late. Yeah, don't ask Miss Cupid for help. She kind of sucks.
I smiled and rushed out of the hospital. But it was too late at night and I couldn't find a cab. Disappointed, I was headed back to the hospital when I noticed a car in the parking lot and Sid sleeping inside it. I walked over and banged on the window.
What? What? I have a weapon! Lily?
Sid stepped out of the car, and I immediately hugged him. Thank you for saving my dad. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't stepped in. But what are you doing in the parking lot?
I stuck around in case you needed more help. Listen, Lily, there's something you should know. I like you. I was stupid to be playing games with you to begin with, but I thought you weren't interested in me. I started dating your sister to get some reaction out of you, and I did get a bit infatuated with her, but I started seeing her true color soon enough, before she even dumped me. I know I was crazy, and should have just told you I like you in the first place, but...
Hey, I like you too. Always have. But I needed you to date Catherine to finally see that.
Guess we both kinda messed up.
We can still make it, right?
I'd like that.
Sid leaned in, and I was sure he was going to kiss me this time. But instead, he handed me a rubber chicken. You really know how to woo a girl?
Hi, I'm Prisma from California. Please like and subscribe. My sister Juliet and I were born to freakishly rich parents who adored and spoiled us at our lakeside mansion. Even though Juliet and I were twins, people always seemed to compliment me more for my pretty blonde curls and blue eyes.
Look at this beautiful child. She's God's gift to humans.
Of course, both of our daughters are adorable.
Oh, that one's yours too. I never would have guessed.
See what I mean? This didn't change even after we grew up. Over time, Juliet started noticing it too and became extremely competitive, especially when it came to dancing.
Look at Prisma's move. She's so adorable.
She'll make us proud one day.
What? She's dancing like a frog who's holding in a fart. How can you guys be so blind?
I admit Juliet was better than me, but I wasn't so bad. And everyone, including my parents, seemed to agree. But every time they praised me, Julia's butt would light on fire. Not that I cared. I loved the attention. Over the next few years, Juliet and I grew further apart, and by the time we were 16, we were pretty much strangers living under the same roof. She got into dancing, and I fell in love with writing. Things were fine, till one day, Dad lost all his money in stocks, and we had to sell our estate and move to a tiny apartment. Worst of all, I had to share a room with Juliet. Seriously, Mom, I need my privacy. You know that.
It's just for one night. We'll buy you a mattress in the morning, and Juliet can sleep in the lounge.
No way. I need my own room too. If she gets one, so do I.
Please don't be so melodramatic.
Before Juliet could argue more, Mom left. Juliet tossed and turned angrily, but finally fell asleep, and I did too. But a few hours later, I woke up to her screaming,
Ew, I can't believe you still do that.
I felt horrible as I realized the bed was all wet. I had a condition where stress could sometimes make me lose control over my bladder while sleeping. That was my secret. And now, Juliet knew. Shut up, Juliet. It's not a big deal.
Who would have thought Ms. Perfect needed diapers? It's a huge deal. And now you'll do what I say if you don't want anyone at our new school to find out.
You're an awful person.
You don't say. I worked so hard to be this awful, so thank you. For the first time in years, I get to dominate you.
I gave up the room, and Juliet promised to tell no one, but it was so hard to trust her. On our first day of our new school, Juliet and I could feel all eyes on us as we entered, And I heard a few kids whispering about our branded clothes and bags. That's all we had from our life before.
Look at them. They all look. This place is yuck.
Don't say that. It's the best Mom and Dad could do.
You don't have to kiss their butt now they're not around to hear you and pat your back. Anyway, I'm off. Good luck getting through a year in this dump.
Such a brat. Thank God we were in different homerooms. But it was kinda true. The school wasn't half as fancy as my private one back in Malibu. Kids were louder and meaner, and even the teachers didn't seem to care. That day, as I walked back home, I missed my old life and prayed something could magically put everything back in place. I guess God was in a happy mood, 'cause the next day, Juliet gave us the best news we'd heard all week.
I auditioned for the role of dancer in Superstar Karen's next movie. OMG, this Karen doesn't age. I should get her doctor's number. I know I'm, super pretty, but I can be prettier, so why not? Anyway, I got a call back for the second round. How amazing is that?
That's so cool. You totally deserve it.
Stop pretending. I know you're probably just burning inside. Get ready to beg for my autograph.
Geez, relax. Don't be so overconfident, okay?
No one is as good as me. There, this rolls in my pocket. Anyway, I have to practice, so I'll see you guys around.
I was genuinely happy for her, but I just wished something could turn up for me too, especially after I saw how Mom fussed over Juliet. It made me even more jealous than I'd like to admit. Juliet's audition was in a week, and Mom decided it would be a good idea to tag along and cheer her on, despite her protests. The set was huge, and I felt like I'd entered a TV or something. Just then, Karen walked in, looking like a vision, and everyone fell silent. She looked even better than her movies. This woman was a goddess.
Okay, let's get this movie started. Wait a minute, who are you?
I was so lost in admiring her that I didn't realize I was standing in the middle of the scene. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was just...
No, go back. Could you dance for me?
Oh, I'm not really here for that.
Just give it a try, please.
She signaled for the music to start, and I did what she said. To my surprise, I enjoyed the attention on me, and the camera didn't make me feel nervous. After I was done, Karen took me to her office.
Okay, so I'm gonna offer you a deal. $1 million, and you sign the movie now.
But I've been so out of touch with dance, and my sister's way better. You should give her a chance.
I don't know who your sister is, but no one here is as pretty as you. And I could always train you. Think about it. It's either you or some other girl, but not your sister.
Karen handed me her card and left. And when I turned around, I saw Juliet fuming at me. And when we reached home, she went bonkers on me.
How dare you? This was my chance to shine, and you snatched it away. I hate you.
Listen, I know how this looks, but I didn't think this would happen. And she told me she wasn't offering the role to you anyway. So it's a good thing I got it. We could use the money.
You'll make up anything to justify how selfish you are. If I don't get this role, you can't have it either. And if you take it, I'll make sure you regret it.
Don't threaten me like that. If you were good enough, she wouldn't have chosen me. Okay? Think about that. I knew how Juliet felt, but it was a 1 in a million opportunity. The money would benefit all of us, and it wasn't like she was getting the role. So why couldn't I have it? The next morning, I went to Karen and signed the deal. When Juliet found out, she lost her mind and screamed for hours. But I knew I'd done the right thing for my family, so I ignored her. A week later, we started shooting, and working with Karen was a dream. She was the sweetest. But for some reason, no one else on set agreed with me. One evening, after a late shoot, we talked, and I told her my whole story.
Oh, darling, I know how you feel. I come from a poor family too, and I made my way up.
Really? That's so inspiring. I felt so special because she confided in me. But the next day when I met her, she totally blew me off. And soon, she started showing her true colors. She treated me like her servant, and I was stuck getting her coffee and salads, and she kept criticizing me in front of the whole crew during shootings. I decided to talk to her. But soon we started with promotion interviews, and there was never a good time. During one interview, the host asked me a bunch of questions, but Karen kept butting in.
So what do you love most in the world?
Well, I love...
dancing and me, of course. She's my biggest fan.
Yes, but I was saying that my parents...
are so proud of her. I took this poor girl under my wing, and now I'll make her a big star. Isn't she lucky?
Karen didn't let me say anything, and the next day, everybody was talking about her big heart. No one was talking about my talent. Great. Now people think I'm some charity case.
Don't overthink it. Of course you're talented, but everyone likes a good sob story. Just go with the flow.
I tried, but it kept getting worse. Everyone wanted to know more about how I became famous, and even started bothering my parents to get their answers.
Are you really poor, or is this just a publicity stunt?
How does it feel to live off your daughter's money?
Well, it's my money to begin with, so I feel betrayed.
What the heck are you doing?
Telling the truth, helping the media. I'm being a responsible citizen.
I dragged Juliet away before she said something to make the situation worse. And a few weeks later, we moved to another place. Lately, the stress had been so much that I was wetting the bed more frequently. I really hadn't expected things to be so hard. A few days later, I was going through the script when I heard noises coming from Karen's office and peeped in to see the writer of the movie crying.
You can't do this. You promised me a better amount for my story. That's why I gave the script to you.
Oh, cry me a river for changing my mind. This is my last offer. Or, I can break your career faster than I break hearts.
But it's not enough. You know how much this story means to me. And I'm knee-deep in debt.
Not my problem. You want the money or not?
The girl left crying, and I entered the room to have a word with Karen.
Stay out of it.
But it's not fair. You can't just take away her hard work and not even pay her well for it. It's just wrong.
Really? Have you forgotten what you did to your own sister? She was the better dancer, and you didn't even flinch before taking her place.
That was different. It was me or her.
And you chose you. You and I are more alike than you think. And time you go snooping around in my business, know this. I will fire you.
You can't do that. I'm the face of your movie, and people would crush you for firing the poor girl.
Darling, everyone is replaceable. Ask your sister.
Karen's words hit me like a hot slap. And for the first time, I thought how unfair I'd been to Juliet. I had to make it right, and I started with dropping an anonymous tip to the media about how Karen exploited her staff. The news blew up like a volcano, and Karen faced bad backlash. She knew I'd leaked the news, and I was fired on the spot. But I couldn't care less. All I wanted was to make things right. But Juliet was still ignoring me, and I couldn't blame her. How one morning I walked into her room to talk, but she wasn't around. And seconds later, I heard Mom scream. What? What happened? Mom pointed to the TV, and Karen was standing with Juliet and calling her my replacement. What? I was still reeling with shock when Juliet walked in. Juliet, I know I'm probably the last person you trust, but working with Karen will destroy you. She's just using you to teach me a lesson.
Fine by me. You do need a few lessons. Like, you're not the only dancer in the world, and I'm far more talented. Heck, if people knew your little secret, you wouldn't have even made it this far. Now stop being annoying or I might tell it to the press.
The industry runs on gossip. Sure, people will talk about me for a few days, and then what? They'll forget about it. But working with Karen will make you miserable. Don't do this.
I'll do anything I want. Now get out of my way. I have a plane to catch.
Despite my parents' pleas, Juliet left and we didn't hear from her for weeks. Slowly, I got back to my studies and managed to pass my high school. But we were running out of money, and I needed something to keep afloat. So I decided to apply for small roles in movies. A few days later, one of the old writers on Karen's set called me and said she'd recommended me for a role in the movie based on her script. It did well, and I started getting more offers. Slowly, the money started rolling in, and we moved to a better place. I even saved up enough to put me through a writing school, and things were fine, except Juliet was still in the back of my mind. And then one day, while I was leaving for work, Mom came running in.
It's Juliet. She's in jail.
What? Mom told me that Juliet was involved in some embezzlement scandal with Karen, and they'd been arrested. We went to the police station with a lawyer to bail Juliet out. My parents seemed to forgive her instantly, but I was still mad at her.
Prisma, there's a lot I need to say, but I don't know where to start.
How about sorry or thank you?
I am really sorry. I was blinded by all the glamour and a chance to be better than you for once. Karen treated me just like you said. and she'll get powerful lawyers and get herself out of this mess. But I'm stuck in it now. You don't have to believe me, but I'm innocent.
I tried telling you she's a witch, and I think I do believe you.
Do you think you can forgive me? I will never even mention the word diaper in front of you.
Shut up! I'm better now, and it might take some time to fix things between us, but let's get this mess sorted first. And I'm happy to have you home.
Hi, I'm Stormy. Please like and subscribe. I lived with my parents in a small city in the States. My parents loved me loads, and I was living a simple, peaceful life until I discovered something strange about me on my 5th birthday. When I was about to thank the guests after the party, I felt quite nervous with everyone staring at me. Thank you all for coming to my birthday. What a fumble. That's the first time I realized I stutter in nervous situations. Everyone around me laughed, and I just ran away. I sat by the pool, crying when a girl my age with glasses came and sat down near me.
Hey, I'm Nora. We just moved here. I know speeches suck. Yuck. I hate them too.
She wiped my tears, and I instantly put my arm around her. It felt like we were destined to be friends. Mommy takes me to the park every night. Want to come along? It'll be fun! And so, we met at the park every evening, and soon we became best friends. One such day, I saw another girl with Nora. As I approached them, the girl started laughing.
Don't tell me you're friends with her! Isn't she the dummy who said thank you at her birthday party?
Yeah, I did. But what's your problem?
You're such a stupid combo, Stormy! The dummy and no eyes, Nora!
Ha 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 ha! She laughed and pulled Nora's glasses. Nora reached out for them, but the girl threw them on the ground and stomped on them. I lost it! I kicked her hard, and she fell on her butt. How dare you mess with my friend?
Your friend? She's my sister, you moron! Get lost!
What? Turned out she was Nora's twin sister, Leah. She gave Nora a death stare and ran to complain to her mom. She can't be your sister, Nora. She's awful.
Yeah, she is. That's why I didn't introduce her to you before. We just never get along. But thanks for standing up for me.
Days passed, and we all started going to the same school. Whenever Leah or anybody bullied me or Nora, we always stood up for each other. Life was good, until one day in the 6th grade, Nora told me the saddest news.
Their family was moving to New York City. I don't want to go, but my dad's got some big job there and he can't miss it. I'm so sorry.
She hugged me, and we both burst into tears while Leah mocked and laughed at us. And that's the last day we all met. I missed Nora so much that I didn't even attend school for days. But then, Mom and Dad encouraged me. Slowly, I started focusing more on my studies and became a school topper. But when I was in high school, my parents came up with a strange plan. They wanted me to move in with my aunt in New York for a better education. I wasn't so happy to leave them, but I agreed. When I reached New York, Aunt was so pleased to have me. She took me shopping around the city and got me all ready for my new school. Stepping into the big school, I felt like I was in a movie. I walked straight up to my class in the 9th grade, but almost all the seats were taken. I was gazing around when suddenly a girl waved at me. Me?
Yeah, come on up. Here's a seat.
That was so sweet. I walked near her, but then I noticed from her smile, she's someone I knew. OMG. Nora, is that you? You look amazing, and you got contacts.
I know. Gotta make some changes.
And you're beautiful as ever, too. We shouted in excitement while the whole class stared at us like crazy. Nora took me out on a tour around the school, and we bumped into Leah.
Oh God, you again! How many more losers can a class of grade 9 hold?
And she had a set of minions here too around her. Seems like she hadn't changed one bit. Well, maybe you can leave and never come back so the class will be one loser less. Nora and I laughed and high-fived. Leah looked like she was about to attack me, but some teacher walked by just then and I escaped. Later that day at lunch, I sat down with Nora at a table, and the next minute, 2 girls brought us food as if in a restaurant.
Hey, don't you know I'm on a diet? Take this burger back and get me a salad and... Oh, one for Stormy too.
No, really, it's fine. I can get my own lunch. Thanks.
Hey, why? Easy girl, see, she's already going. Now chop chop.
Whoa! I was surprised to see she was a big shot in the school with her own set of minions. As we were eating, Leah was sitting a few tables away, and I saw a strange grin on Nora's face.
Now watch the show.
Saying that, she walked straight to Leah with a bottle of water. She silently poured the whole bottle onto her food. Leah snapped and pushed her hard. Nora fell down with a scream.
Ah! Look, guys, she slapped me and pushed me down for no reason. Do you want such a mean girl to be your president?
Stop embarrassing yourself, Nora! You're going to lose no matter what you try!
We'll see about that.
What was happening? When she came back to her seat, I asked Nora. What was all that about Nora, and I saw that you started it. That wasn't very nice of you.
Why? I told you. You got to change to fit into the world or you'll lose. Well, here I mean the school president election. I'm running and so is Leah, and I have to beat her butt.
I wasn't liking her cheap winning tactics, but she was my friend. And when she asked me to help prepare posters for her campaign, I did. The day before the election, the candidates had to give their final speech in front of all the students, and the second student had to speak in favor of each candidate too. I was praying Nora wouldn't look up to me, but she did, and I really had to step up. I started off confidently, but suddenly I realized how many pairs of eyes were on me, and I lost my nerve. So yeah, what I'm trying to say is vote for no. No, Nora! And the whole school ended up shouting in chorus.
No, Nora!
Nora looked furiously at me and stormed off. I called her out, but she didn't stop. Gosh, I'd messed up, but I hadn't done it on purpose. She shouldn't have asked me. And when the election results were announced, Leah was declared the winner. I knew Nora would be really mad, but I had no idea what she'd do next. Just as the previous president was putting the president badge on Leah, Nora came charging straight at her onto the stage and knocked Leah over. She ripped the badge right off her shirt. I jumped onto the stage to stop her, but just then, she pulled Leah's hair and it came off. OMG, it was a wig! Everyone looked stunned to see Leah hairless. Nora just stood there grinning, while Leah looked around horrified.
I thought you'd at least keep this promise, Nora! You suck!
She burst into tears and ran off. As Nora walked off the stage, I went after her and grabbed her arm. Are you crazy, Nora? How could you do something so awful to your own sister? Who are you? What have you become?
Who are you to ask me that, you stuttering moron? You cost me the election too.
She pushed me so hard that I hit the wall. I lost it. I attacked her back and it was a big fight that landed both in detention. But at least I was clear about something now. I was not going to be friends with her ever again. I didn't even know who she was anymore. I felt bad for Leah, but she didn't show up for days, and Nora was just going out of control. She made the whole class sign a petition for a re-election and sent it to the principal. Worse, she used Leah's absence and told everyone she was the acting president.
So class, today, we're all going to skip the math test and go watch the soccer team's rehearsals. They're amazing!
We're not listening to you, Nora. You can go if you want, but we'll be right here in class.
You always were such a loser nerd, Stormy. Don't talk back to your president. You are skipping math. Everyone will. Because I said so.
That was insane. And there was no way I was going to listen to her. I stayed back in class, and I was glad at least some of the other kids did too. Weeks passed, and finally Leah showed up for the exams. But she wasn't the same girl anymore. She sat in the last seat in class and didn't talk to anyone the whole day. I decided to go talk to her. When I went to her at lunch, she immediately stood up and started walking away. Hey, wait up! You don't have to run away from anyone. If you start running, you'll have to do that your whole life. Just stop. And she did. She came back and sat down next to me for lunch, and I saw Nora and her gang staring at us from afar. But I couldn't care less. I shared my lunch with Leah, and slowly, she started getting comfortable. She told me she got a strange condition called alopecia a year ago, which made her lose most of her hair. She even apologized for being so mean towards me.
You know, all these years, I thought being mean to people says you're tough and strong. The way I treated you and Nora till now, I think I deserve this shame.
No, you didn't deserve it, Leah. It was cruel. But I'm glad you realized your mistakes, and I hope this means we can be friends now. We started hanging out in school, and even at my place to study together. And she was actually quite easy to get along with. We aced the exams, and I was really looking forward to junior prom, but Leah seemed reluctant.
Actually, I don't think junior prom is a good idea, but you should go! It's just me!
Oh, come on, Leah. You're the president now.
You mean the hairless president? If only it was a Halloween party. You could come as Voldemort and win. Ha ha ha.
Shut up, Nora. There's a big difference between being hairless and heartless. You should be more worried about how ugly you are on the inside.
How come you don't stutter at all when you raise your voice at me, Stormy? Was it a plan to make me lose the election then?
Think whatever you want to. I don't care. See you at prom. Leah and I walked out. I took her shopping that evening, and we got some beautiful dresses for the big eve. And I bought something that shocked Leah, a bald wig. This is gonna complement my costume. I'm gonna show everyone. Being hairless is a fashion in itself. How about you? She cried and hugged me tight. I held Leah's hand tight and took her to prom. Beautifully hairless. Some gossiped, many were speechless. When I saw my friends smiling with confidence, that made me happy. Nora mocked us and laughed, but no one backed her up.
Hey, knock it off, Nora. Leah looks lovely, and it's brave of her to come like this.
Yeah, and we all like Stormy too. She's really nice.
Nora lost her mind and picked up some juice glasses to fling at us. But just then, the principal happened to walk by, and the juice went straight in her face. She immediately kicked Nora out of the event. That felt like a victory. Just like that, we were at the end of high school. We got some great news. Lee and I got placed in the same university on scholarship. The last day at school, I walked into the restroom to find Nora sitting in a corner, bawling like a baby. Hey, Nora, you okay? What happened?
Ugh, you of all people, why are you here? Just leave me alone.
Sure I will. Right after you tell me what's wrong with you.
What do you want to know, huh? That I'm a real loser? Fine. I'm dumb and stupid and I failed all my exams and I won't graduate from high school this year and I've lost all my popularity and everybody hates me. Happy to hear that, Stormy.
Why would that make me happy, Nora? We used to be best friends and I miss that person. But maybe this is a chance for you to set things right before you leave this place. Be nicer to your new classmates and they won't hate you. You said you have to change to fit in, and I guess you need to change into the better, kinder version of yourself now. I know you can. She looked at me silently as I gently patted her on the shoulder, and then I walked away. Hi, my name is Jade, and I live with my adoptive parents in a modest little neighborhood. Life has been pretty uneventful for me. I'm your everyday nerdy girl, always wearing glasses and braces. And lastly, a loner. I didn't have a lot of friends. After finishing high school, I had to start working long hours at a coffee shop to help make ends meet.
Where's my coffee?
Coming right up. Here you go.
I said no cream, just plain black coffee.
As you can see, I live an annoying but also boring life. And around it goes in a circle, every day the same as the last. But all that changed one day. As I was coming home from work that evening, I literally bumped into someone who looked exactly like me, only a lot more stylish, and that's when things got really weird.
Oh, hell. You are truly the shabby version of me. Hi, Twinnie.
I was still pretty stunned and surprised. I had no words. This was wild. I never knew I had a twin. Isabella snapped her fingers at me to jolt me out of my reverie.
Hello? Can you speak? I'm sorry, I'm just surprised. I have a sister. My parents never mentioned it to me. Same here. Don't be too surprised, darling. It's for a good cause. Besides, we have so much to catch up on.
So she introduced herself as Isabella, and she said she was my identical twin sister. But the weird thing is, neither of us had no idea we had a twin. Well, as it turned out, Isabella had been adopted by a wealthy family, so we kinda had grown up in two completely different worlds. Unfair, right? While I was here working my ass off in a coffee shop, my sister was living the high life in a mansion.
So what brings you here? I mean, why did you come looking for me? You clearly don't belong here. Don't be rude, Jade. I just needed to see my twin. I overheard my parents talking about me having a twin on the other side of town, so I did some digging. And months later, I finally found you. There has to be a reason. Isabella, don't act like you care deeply about me. Okay, you caught me. I need you to pretend to be me for a week. Pretend to be you for a week? Yes, my love. For personal reasons, you get to wear my designer clothes and shoes and mingle with my cool friends. And of course there is a handsome reward for you after the contract ends if you successfully fool them. I don't think I can do it. I would never be able to impersonate you. What if they find out? That could land me into so much trouble. Don't be naive. We both know you need this money. Besides, how would they find out if we don't tell them? No one has to know. But no matter what you do not get attached to the lifestyle. Don't kiss my boyfriend either.
I was shocked and confused, but I reluctantly agreed to do it. Little did I know this one decision would change my life forever. So, I said yes to this offer and told my parents I'd be gone for a week. Isabella changed my looks and styled my hair to look like hers. All so I could enter Isabella's glamorous world full of fancy parties and her elite friends, Maya and Anne. Isabella had taught me how to act around them, what to say and what not to say. I lived in a luxurious home with a very big room all to myself. Here, I didn't have to worry about working my ass off at a coffee shop for little salary. Isabella's parents were hardly around, always traveling from one business trip or the other. And that made it easy for me to pretend I would attend exclusive parties and events. Isabella was a socialite and enjoyed attending high-profile events and parties where she mingled with other wealthy and influential people. I could enjoy the glitz and glamour of these occasions, rubbing elbows with celebrities and experiencing a taste of the highlight. Also, Isabella loved to shop and had a closet full of designer clothes and accessories. So, I went on shopping sprees every Tuesday. At first, I felt completely out of place. I did things very differently than Isabella. I was much nicer to the maids in the house and always treated people nicely. But as the days passed, I started to enjoy my new life, especially when I met Noah, Isabella's boyfriend. He was charming, handsome, and seemed to genuinely care about me. Isabella was one lucky girl, so I thought. We went on dates and romantic trips, and those were the best moments of my life. Although sometimes he kept asking if I was okay because I kept acting a lot different from Isabella. Awkward and not as classy and uptight like Isabella. One day, we went to a posh garden party, and this happened. As we walked through the beautiful garden, we came upon a table laden with hors d'oeuvres, including something called elk tartare. I grabbed a small spoonful of the tartare and popped it into my mouth, chewing thoughtfully.
Wow, I'm shocked you like this now.
Really? You mean I didn't like it before? It's really yummy.
That's new. You always said yuck. Who would want to eat that?
Well, I still despise it. I just want to try new things, you know.
That's weird. Isabella, I know. Never wants to try new things.
Noah smiled at me. I hope he didn't notice I was pretending to be his girlfriend, but I knew I couldn't tell him the truth about who I really was. I was living a lie, and I was afraid that if anyone found out, my life would be turned upside down again. As the days turned into weeks, my feelings for Noah grew stronger, and Isabella wasn't back yet. And I began to wonder what would happen when Isabella returned, and I had to go back to my old life. Would I ever see Noah again? Would I be able to forget about him? I tried to reach Isabella now that our contract was over, but she was unavailable and unreachable. Instantly, I had mixed feelings. I was angry she ditched me, but then something deep inside was happy she wasn't here yet. More time to enjoy her life, I guess. Another day, Noah and I went to another party, and the air was filled with laughter and chatter as the guests mingled in the corner. I noticed Noah was quiet, a troubled look on his face. I slipped my arm around his waist.
Hey, are you all right?
I'm just stressed out about this big deal at work.
Sounds like you've got a lot on your mind. Don't forget I'm here for you. And not just in a cool girlfriend kind of way. I genuinely want to support you and help you through this. Whatever it takes.
Noah looked at me with surprise, a small smile playing on his lips.
Wow, that's really nice of you. It's like you changed overnight. The old Isabella never really understood the kind of stress I deal with at work. She only cared about herself, but here you are offering words of encouragement. You are just so different, trying to make up for lost time, and it's making me fall in love with you more.
And boom! He kissed me, and I couldn't resist. This was so bad. I didn't realize someone was secretly watching us. It was Isabella, and she was back, and she had a disguise on. She signaled for me to meet her in her bedroom.
I need to go. I'll be back, just need to sort out something.
Are you okay though?
100%. You've gone too far, Jade. You were supposed to help for a week, not steal my life. I never meant for it to go this far, Bella. I just wanted to help. That's why I kept trying to reach you when our contract expired, but then things changed. You fell in love with my boyfriend. You can't just play pretend with people's hearts. Noah loves me, not you.
Before I could respond, the door swung open and Noah stood in the doorway, his expression a mixture of shock and betrayal.
What's going on here? Is this some kind of sick joke? Are you both in on it?
I'm sorry, Noah. I knew I can't change who I am. It is in my nature to be flirty and rude, but I knew if I had to use my twin sister's help, you would eventually forgive me.
So you tried to fool me. I knew there was something off about you, Isabella. You have always been self-centered and manipulative. I didn't think you were real in the first place. So dishonest. I never want to see either of you ever again.
I'm sorry, Noah. I just want another chance to win you back. Having an affair with her was so uncool.
Without another glance, he turned and walked away, doubt leaving me and Isabella alone in the room. I was totally ashamed of myself.
Are you happy now? Since you didn't fulfill your end of the bargain, there is no reward for you. Just get out of my house and never set foot here again.
She was wrong and cruel to do that, but I wasn't innocent either. I should never have agreed to do this because deep down I knew it wouldn't end well. So I went back to my life, back to being a coffee girl. A month later, I was at the coffee shop and someone walked in. Lo and behold, it was Noah. He had come to order coffee. A smile lit up my face, and I thought finally he came back for me. But my smile died when I saw him with another girl.
I knew I would meet you here.
Yeah, I work here. Well, no hiding. This is my life, Noah. Look, I know this isn't the right place or time to apologize, but I'm very sorry. I needed the money so badly. I knew it was wrong, but...
He pulled me close and kissed me for the second time, passionately. When he released me, I stared, shocked and confused at the lady he came with. She was smiling at us.
No need to be worried. That's my little sister. In fact, she helped me track you down. I was so angry at you for lying to me, but my heart wouldn't let you go. Well, I love you. You might look like Isabella, but you are very different from her.
I was so happy that I pulled him into an embrace. So can we start over again?
Yes. Hi, I'm Noah. And you are?
Jade. I'm Jade, your barista girl. Do you want to order a coffee or perhaps a huge...